Hi everyone, this is Michelin Buringil and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I would like to share to you about social media content creation and community management. In social media content creation, we should consider the buyer's journey. So, a buyer's journey is the process that buyers go through in order to become aware of, consider and evaluate, and decide to purchase a new product or service. When planning for contents for your marketing campaigns, it is important to understand what your prospects or customers go through at the following stages. So, there are three stages: the awareness, consideration, and decision stage. In awareness stage, the buyer realizes that they have a problem. Then in consideration stage, the buyer defines their problem and researches options. And in decision stage, the buyer chooses a solution. So these are the three stages that the buyers go through. So it is important for you to have a relevant contents in three stages that aims to build trust, credibility, and eventually make them avail of what we have offered. This is needed as the tendency of most online sellers is just to focus on selling without giving a thought on creating content suited for awareness and consideration stages. So focusing on selling or consideration stage alone may also turn off or tune out people who don't have interest yet about your product or services. So especially if they've seen it repeatedly. So that was all about buyer's journey. So let's proceed with social media audit. So the use of social media is a popular way or channel to reach out to your target market. So posting and engaging users will take time and commitment. So you should do a social media audit by researching the following. First, does your client have a presence on social media? So if not, it is important for you to establish their presence to protect their brand identity. Then second, if there is a presence, check the posting activities made. What post type was most effective in terms of engagement and reach? And third one, have they received inquiries through social media? So that was all about social media audit. Now let's proceed with the content planning. So to prepare a content plan, so think about the following: your target market and their buyer's journey. So we should always consider the target market and the buyer's journey. So what information do they look for in the awareness, consideration, and decision stages? What contents will be relevant to prospective buyers to spark their interest? What contents can you create in the awareness, consideration, and decision stages to help generate interest in the client's products or services? So, in posting content, you can explore different types of contents. So, in awareness phase, the attract or awareness phase, you should include helpful information for your readers. So, you can include third party industry news, third party helpful articles, how to use a product, informational and educational information on core ingredients, conversation with a leader, either video or photo with a proper caption, then relevant inspirational quotes tightly tied to the company's ethics, relevant GIF, so you can create one using Canva, and you can also share a statistic. So that was for awareness phase. How about in consideration phase? So the engage or consideration phase should include help with introductory information about your MSME. So you can create an event announcing the launch of your website, question post, job listing, infographic, or survey. Then in decision phase or the delight phase, it should include information that will help a customer or prospect decide to trust the client and do business with you. So you can include product videos, company videos, customer reviews or testimonials, photos from company events or at work, company culture, and accomplishments or awards. It is important for your social media post to stand out and show its differentiation. So you should always use your brand fascination profile advantage and the four marketing pillars as a guide. And use also your buyer persona as the target audience for your post and your website write-ups. Then think of activities and posts that will fit in the attract or the awareness stage, engage or consideration stage, and delight phase or the decision stage. So the most popular social media contents comes in the form of images, infographics, and videos. Now let's proceed with blog content creation. So on social media platforms like Facebook and LinkedIn, you have the option of writing social media post or an article. Regardless, social media and blog writing is a skill that every entrepreneur and freelancer must develop. So they can be helpful in creating awareness content and can help drive readers to your website. So each post needs to take into account the following. So what's the story? So first, what's the story? So connecting through stories and relating it to yourself will make you genuine and sincere. Second, the target audience of your post. So write as if you are talking to that particular person. Third, what key takeaways do you want the reader to know? So write this ahead and focus on this as you write your post. Then fourth, create an outline for your post. This will help you with your writing flow. Fifth, write your post. So you have to include introduction, body, and conclusion. And lastly, add an image or video or link on your post. So here are some tips to remind you as well in content creation or content writing. So first, make sure that your post went through spell check and is grammar error free. Second, don't overuse punctuation marks. It may create the wrong impression. Third, don't plagiarize other people's content. So attribute and link it to the original sources. And fourth, use hashtags with caution as your post can be tagged as spam if not appropriate. So that was all about social media content creation. So we should remember that in content creation, we should always consider the buyer's journey, the three stages that the customers or prospects will go through before purchasing a product or services. Now let's proceed with community management. So, whether on LinkedIn, Google Plus, or Facebook, a popular engagement tool with followers is the use of groups. This is where we can connect with people interested in our topic or brand on a regular basis. So, when setting up groups, always remember the following. First, the purpose of the group. So choose a group name that is relevant and easy to distinguish. So people usually join groups to be informed or entertained or to interact depending on what your brand is about. So as you will connect this to your social media presence page, your topic must be aligned to your expertise. So use the group to strengthen what you stand for. Second, configure your settings and rules. You need to decide on the following. Do members need to be approved before they can join? Can members post or admins only? Do a member's post need to be approved? What is allowed and not allowed in the group? So those are the questions that you need to decide. Then, the third, Plan your post. So don't invite people to an empty group. So it must have around 5 posts already. So an invited connection can decide whether to stay on or leave. So make that first time visit worth their while. Don't flood with your group with numerous posts in a day. So use the scheduled post feature. And lastly, the fourth one, invite connections to join your group. So don't just add anyone. You need to add only those who can benefit from your postings. The kind of people who may also be able to refer clients to you in the future. Apart from that, we should keep these 4 tips in mind while we work to expand our Facebook community. So first, we serve as a resource. So respond to queries promptly and make sure you're publishing relevant information like tips, links to articles, and free resources on a regular basis. Second, respond and participate. Make certain that you're responding to the needs of your community. Encourage others to talk. Make a comfortable environment for others to interact and communicate with you. Third, moderate. So keep an eye on things and make sure that everyone is having a good time. So please feel free to delete spam posts and mark them as such. And lastly, the last tip tip is to measure. Keep track of your progress. Keep an eye on not only the size of your community but also the most popular postings. So that was all about community management. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and thank you for watching.